Good morning, everybody. So this is Monday, May 24th, and we are all finished with Wit and Wisdom, but we're going to do junior achievement videos today and tomorrow for both Wit and Wisdom and phonics class. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and get started. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I got lots of rest and relaxation, and I hope you guys did as well. So I'm going to open it up. Don't forget that on Tuesday, we will have a special Zoom from 2 to 3 to do awards for field day and for the end of the year. Okay, so here we go. And I will probably have to pause it in a minute because the announcements are going to come on.
Hi, and welcome to the Junior Achievement Building Blocks program. I have a special guest with me today, Miss Alexis Dabney.
Hello, how are you?
Good. We're so glad you're here with us, and we can't wait to hear about her special art program that she does with lots of students here in Memphis. So the first thing we like to do in the Junior Achievement Building Blocks program is we like to talk a little bit about ourselves. We like to introduce ourselves to our friends by sharing something about us. So here's a picture of me with my children, once again, having popsicles at Mem Pops, one of our favorite places to go. And then also there's a picture of books with headphones because I like to walk and listen to books on my phone when I'm walking. So that's what those headphones mean with that picture. So those are two things about me. Why don't you share with us a little bit about you, Miss Alexis?
Sure. If you see the picture, I am an education coordinator at Carpenter Art Garden. So I love working with children. I love having fun. And I also love spending time with my family.
So what are you doing in that middle photo?
So I went to a trampoline park with my friends. So we had a lot of fun jumping on the trampolines, doing back flips, front flips, all kinds of fun stuff.
I've got lots of our friends who like to go to trampoline parks too.
I'm sure.
That's a lot of fun. Thank you for sharing those with us. So here at the Junior Achievement Building Blocks program, we like to use deep breathing. Do you ever use deep breathing?
I have before when I meditated.
Yes, so we like to do that here too. So the way we do it is we inhale through our nose and then we exhale, and we do that 3 times. I'm going to show you how we do it. Inhale, exhale, and we're going to do that 3 times. You ready? Why don't you join us too? First one, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. I like to close my eyes when I do it. Inhale, exhale. So do you feel more relaxed and centered?
I do,
I know,
definitely.
so do I. And I hope all of you do too. The other thing we like to do is we like to use affirmations. Do you ever use affirmations?
I do. Sometimes I like to write them on sticky notes and stick them around my house.
Yes, that's a great way to remember what you want to tell yourself and encourage yourself to do. So our affirmation for today is, I am beautiful inside and out. You want to read this with me?
Sure.
Let's do it together. I am beautiful inside and out. And we know you are too. You are beautiful inside and out. So we want you to think about your affirmation, and we want you to use that to encourage yourself, just like Miss Alexis does.
Okay, we're actually going to pause right here for just a minute because I know the announcements are going to start anytime. So I'm going to pause, then we will start back up again.
So today, our lesson topic is invisible money. Today you will learn that cash is visible, meaning you can see it. But other forms of spending are invisible because we don't see the money being spent. And we're going to talk about all those different forms of invisible money. We have lots of words of the day. Our first one is electronic payment, a way to pay for things using the phone, a tablet, or the internet. Electronic payment. Debit card, a card that subtracts the cost of what you buy from the money you have in your checking account. Debit card. Credit card, a card that allows a person to pay later by borrowing the money, which is called taking a loan. Cash, money in the form of bills or coins. Cash. Check, a written order to a bank to pay money to a person or business. Check. Services, jobs done for others, such as haircuts or car repairs. Services. Goods, items that are bought and sold. Goods. So those are all of our words of the day. That's the most we've had in a long time, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about our words of the day. We know that there are so many different ways that people pay for things. We just talked about them. There's the visible way with cash and the invisible ways with credit cards or checks or even debit cards. So now let's talk about it. There are so many different ways that people can pay for things. We know in the past, people used to trade for goods and services, meaning they would exchange something. For example, if I wanted some thread or fabric, I may trade some corn or bread, and that was the exchange that we would do. Now we use money, which is worth the same amount to all of us. We also know that cash is visible. We've talked about visible and invisible money. Cash is visible, whereas checks and credit cards and debit cards are invisible. So some payments are made with invisible money. So goods produced can be purchased with either visible or invisible money. But just remember, just because you can't see credit cards, that does not mean that that's free money. You do have to pay that money back. So in your program, do you all use visible or invisible money?
We actually use both. In our programming, once the students produce artwork, vegetables, or even pot holders, we sell them to members of the community. And so we often sell with cash and debit and credit card payments.
Wow, so you use visible and invisible money.
We sure do.
Very good. So tell me about these two pictures here in the Carpenter Art Garden.
So this is a picture of the original art garden property. So after school on Tuesdays, where students gather to create projects and art activities after school.
Wow. Looks like a lot of fun.
It is, definitely.
Well, I love to. Is that a tent that I see, or what is that?
It's actually a sandbox that looks like a boat. So that's the sail of the sailboat.
Very cool. I love that. So you all had an outdoor classroom, but was it always an outdoor classroom? How did it start?
So it started as an outdoor classroom as a response to a lack of artistic programming in the Binghamton neighborhood. So it started out as an outdoor classroom and then eventually opened up to indoor classrooms as well as small art classes.
Was there ever a time when you all had an outdoor garden for the community?
We do. We actually have 3 outdoor gardens.
Wow. How does that service the community?
So it helps to provide fresh produce and vegetables for members of the community as well as anybody willing to stop by the art garden.
So you all supply restaurants too, right?
We definitely do.
So even an organization like Carpenter Art Garden uses visible or invisible money. So what are some of the other businesses? You mentioned the pot holders. So who makes the pot holders?
So the students actually make the pot holders. As you can see, we have 3 provided by our students. They work really hard and they come up with their own patterns and everything.
Very cool. And what is this you have here? Is this another piece of art that you all sell?
This is a piece by one of our students, Alara, and she created this in one of our workshops.
So when the students sell the work, do they make any money from that sell?
They do. They receive 70% of the profits.
Wow. And then who gets the other 30%?
So it goes back to the organization so we can continue to provide our services.
So when the students make the products, the materials are provided by the Carpenter Art Garden.
Right.
And so then they are able to make a profit from that, and they sell those items to the community. So anyone can come. Do you all have a store or?
We have an online store, but we also do pop-up markets and pop-up shops.
So your organization serves what age group?
So we serve kindergarten through 18, but the majority of our students are in elementary and middle school.
So out of all of these different programs, you will have art and you have the garden. And then you also do some outdoor classrooms. What is your favorite part of the Carpenter Art Garden?
So my favorite part is the area that I work in, which is the educational programming. So we have a program called Scientists with Swag.
Ooh, tell me about that.
So Scientists with Swag is our hands-on after-school club, and we focus on STEM and other science activities. We do hands-on experiments and a lot of fun projects.
So the purpose is to increase an interest and an awareness in STEM, right?
Right.
What does STEM stand for?
STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics.
And so you're all trying to get students interested in that field, exactly. So by exposing them to STEM subjects and exposing them to field trips and science experiments, that's a wonderful way to kind of increase an awareness, because there are lots of careers that are in STEM subjects too, right? Mm-hmm. Scientists with Swag really is trying to show our students that they can do anything, right?
Definitely.
So we have these hidden figures in our own culture where we have women who have done amazing things with NASA. Are you familiar with them? The Hidden Figures?
I actually have seen part of the movie.
So have I. So these three women were really amazing. Their names were Dorothy Vaughan, Katherine Johnson, and Mary Jackson. And they were scientists with NASA, and they were groundbreakers. They were the first engineer. They were the first Black supervisor. So they did amazing things with NASA, and I think they're great role models for our students. And they did this in a time where it was really difficult for women, especially women of color, to make any kind of headway with science. So I wanted to share with our students about these three amazing women, because there's so many careers that they have access to. And let's talk about some of those. So on this sheet, you see all of these different careers. There's a pilot. So if you're interested in STEM, you could be a pilot. You could be an architect. What are some of the other careers you could be?
You could be an engineer.
An engineer.
You could be a math teacher.
Exactly, a math teacher. So we want you all to realize that even though the opportunities for women and people of color have been limited in some cases, that there are so many doors open now, and that we want you to know what those doors are. And so when you're thinking about what you want to be in life, think about how much fun you can have with science. Think about how much fun you can have exploring and developing and creating and inventing, and how you can also be a groundbreaker as a scientist or as an engineer or as a mathematician. So think about that as you are considering what your career goal is going to be. So Scientists with Swag lets children know that they can have fun with science. So why don't we have some fun with science? I think you have some fun experiments that we're going to try today, right?
Yeah.
So join us. We're going to make a fun catapult and an oozing lemon. Can't wait. So we have learned so much about the wonderful things they do at the Carpenter Art Garden, and now we're going to make some fun experiments. Our first one is a catapult. Can you tell us how to do this, Miss Alexis?
Sure. So we are going to need 8 popsicle sticks. We start with 2. We're going to use a rubber band to band 2 popsicle sticks together at the end.
So you need rubber bands and popsicle sticks. This may require a little bit of extra supplies, so you may have to plan for this activity.
Then after that, we're going to use the remaining 6, and we're going to rubber band those at both ends. So starting with this end, and then we're going to add this one in.
So I don't need any glue or anything, just rubber bands. Nice.
And then our next step, we're going to band the 2 rubber bands and the 6 together. So we're going to open these 2 together. Thank you. Open these 2 up and insert them here.
Like an alligator mouth. You're going to open it up. Good.
Then you're going to make a crisscross formation with the rubber band across the popsicle sticks.
So the crisscross is like an X. You should see an X on your
You might need to scoot it back a little bit.
Now, what exactly is a catapult? What is that going to do?
So a catapult is used to launch things at long distances. So we're going to be launching marshmallows with our catapults.
So it's a simple machine, right?
Yep.
Very cool.
So then we're going to use our spoon and rubber band to bend towards the end of the popsicle stick. So it should look like this once he finished. And then we have our catapult, and we're able to launch. Let's see if it works.
Let's see. Wow, look at that. Try again.
Let's try one more.
Oh, I love it. Let me try one.
Sure.
I want to try. Let's see. So I'm going to put my... So sometimes it's also as simple as pulling that down, giving that some leverage there, right?
Yep.
Let's see what I can do.
What?
I'm going to pull it out a little bit further. Maybe that'll help me a little bit. All right, let's try it again. Let's see what happens. It's kind of crooked. You know what? Sometimes things don't go the way you want them to go, but it's still fun trying. Look at that one. It's still fun trying.
Awesome.
You want to try yours again?
Sure.
Whoa, that was a high one.
Ton of fun.
So spoons, popsicle sticks, and rubber bands, and you have a catapult where
There
you
you
can
go.
try to see how far marshmallows or even little powder, any you could do a little penny, or you could do a little puff ball to
Those
see, or
pom-poms, yep.
a cotton ball too, to see how far things will fly when you use your catapult. So what is this next experiment we're going to do?
So we'll be doing oozing lemons.
So what do I need?
We'll need a lemon. We'll need a popsicle stick. We'll need baking soda. We'll need dishwashing detergent, possibly a spoon, and food coloring. And you'll want to do it all in a bowl.
There you go. Perfect. So now what do we do?
So our first step, we're going to take our popsicle stick and we'll smash our lemon.
We're just
So
going to...
Try to keep your lemon juice in the lemon. We don't want it to spill out too much.
Oops. Mine spilled out a little bit, Miss Alexis. Is that okay?
That is all right. I'm sure it will still work.
All right. So basically, I'm just trying to go into and just break up the flesh of the lemon, right?
Right. Then
It
after
smells so good.
that, we'll add our food coloring and dishwashing detergent.
So how much food coloring do I need to put in?
You'll probably only need about 2 or 3 drops.
Okay.
And just kind of spread it all across the lemon.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Then we'll add dishwashing detergent.
I have a paper towel in my lap just to kind of... Thank you. And just squeeze it all around.
Yep.
Okay.
Then after that, we'll add our baking soda and watch the magic.
All right. I'm going to use my spoon. Ooh, I can hear that. I can hear that reaction.
It might help if you take your popsicle stick and kind of smash it into the lemon.
Oh, I see it kind of oozing. Look at, ooh, look at that. It's erupting like a volcano almost. Look at that.
And there are our oozing lemons.
Oh, look at mine. It's blue. It's oozing blue. Let me see yours. Nice. This is so cool. So what is causing this reaction?
So this is an acid-based reaction. So the baking soda, which is sodium bicarbonate, is reacting to the lemon juice and causing carbon dioxide, which makes the bubbles.
Nice. So there's a why behind all this oozing lemon, isn't it?
Definitely.
Awesome. And you can do different colors. And can you do it again a second time, or do you have to just use another lemon?
Well, if you want to take some of your lemon juice from your other half of your lemon, it should react just a little more. And if you add baking soda, then you have even more bubbles.
And I guess I could, if I wanted to be really fancy, I could mix my colors for the second.
Definitely. That would be a cool way.
Let me see if I add some of your yellow
Sure.
to my blue. Huh.
Oh, wow. Look at
Look at
yours
that.
go.
I know. Wait. Let's see what happens if I mix a color in.
It looks so cool.
Look at that. So I'm mixing colors and I have orange now. Look at that. This is so cool. Add a little bit more. And look at my bowl. Is your
Yeah, my bowl's full.
my bowl is out of control here. You're right. I do need to keep that acid from the lemon. That's what really causes that oozing to happen. Look at that. This is exciting. Thank you, Miss Alexis.
No
This has been
problem.
so much fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I hope you enjoyed it at home too. So, Miss Alexis, we've had so much fun today learning about Carpenter Art Garden and learning about the science experience that we did, the oozing lemon and making the catapult. But we also enjoyed learning about some different STEM careers. And most importantly, we learned about how we can be a scientist by doing those experiments today. So here at the Junior Achievement Building Blocks program, we like to write in our journal to kind of remind us of what we learned today. Can you think of a sentence that we could add in our journal?
What about I can have fun with science?
I love that idea because we had fun with science today, didn't we? All right, remember, if you don't know how to spell the words, you can just use your inventive spelling. I can have fun with, it's a long sentence, science. And I'm going to put an exclamation point. I'm going to underline fun because I had fun today with Miss Alexis. Thank you for joining us today for the Junior Achievement Building Blocks program. I hope you had fun today too. See you next time.
That is the first one that we're going to do. Hold on one second, guys. I'm getting a phone call. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do our word of the day now in the middle. Okay, so our word for today is, oh, I don't like that word. Let's try another one. Our word for today is lonely. Lonely. All right, guys, hold on one second. I'm going to pause. I'll be right back.